Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And I am doing my second sound healing for this channel. Technically, I'm recording it the same day as the last one, and I apologize if I have technical issues. Apparently, my camera doesn't always like to do things, but I'm in the trust that whatever happens is perfect. Sorry. Today I want to do sound healing for chakras. There's a couple of things that I've noticed. Sometimes people will do the notes and maybe they'll sing them as do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. They'll do what's that called? Solfege, I think is what it's called. I don't know. I'll have to ask my daughter when she gets home. So sometimes people do that. And then there's some other ones that do different sounds. I know that for the crown chakra, it's E. I believe this one's I. I don't know I don't remember them in the order yet. There's O and and A, different sounds. Ah is the heart. I do remember that one. Maybe I is here and this is not all. No, this was A or I. I don't know. I don't know. And it's okay. It's okay because the way that I'm doing this is just that I know that there's different tones and I'm going to probably go into them, but I may make wind sounds. I may make who knows what kind of sounds, because my intention is not to use a specific sound. My intention is to clear the chakras with whatever sounds they are. And it's like what the sound vibration does is it sends the vibration in and says to the energy, you're a little off here. Let's shake you up. Sometimes what happens with the sound is it kind of loosens it, and then it can shift into other things. Energy transmutes. When you release energy off your body, if you actually release it, sometimes it just transmutes in your energy, and that's okay. Sometimes it releases away. And when it releases away, like in my mind's eye, I see it dark and going out and becoming light. And then that light can return to you in another way that supports you. And honestly, all of these energies support us in some way or another. Sometimes it's learning opportunities. So even the heavy energies are learning opportunities. Like when you're angry, what are you learning from being angry? I guess being angry isn't quite the way to term it, but that's what came out, so it must be perfect. But what do you, when you say I'm angry, you just claimed that you're angry, right? But what do you learn from that? What do you learn from those experiences? For me, anger is a tell. It tells me that there is something that I'm afraid of or that I'm really hurt by that is so intense for me that it comes out in anger. Now, that may not be your experience, and that's okay. Whatever your experience is your experience, and that's perfect. But what does anger mean for you? And do you stop and look at that? What does fear mean for you? Is there different kinds of fear? I feel like there's different kinds, but all of them are in some way to keep me safe based on whatever my mind believes. And so they all have a purpose, and as we become aware of them, we can change them and let them go. And just sometimes even just becoming aware of, wow, I feel really hurt right now. That's why I'm angry. I feel betrayed right now. That's why I'm feeling so angry right now. And just that awareness allows the energy to shift and change. So when we send sound to it, it's putting an awareness on, you're kind of out of harmony here. You're on a sour note, and let's just kind of change the note a little bit. And I've noticed sometimes as I'm working with the sounds, is sometimes it will start in kind of a sour place, and the goal is to meet it where it's at and then shift it up into a higher vibration. And I know that may not make sense to you, but it's my experience and it makes sense to me. So So this is kind of what we're doing, and again, I feel like I have so much to teach along with just doing this. Is to come in and do a sound healing is fine, but I feel like it's more beneficial to you to have some like education with it as well. So the other thing to note is sometimes I yawn and shiver and have other, like sometimes I cry or whatever when things are happening, when shifting. It's kind of, some of it's some tells, some of things like that. So if those kind of things happen, you know what they are. So I'm going to work on your chakra system. What would it take to receive this? What would it take to receive this healing? What would it take to receive exactly what you need right now? If you need a lot of healing right now and you're energetically, physically, mentally, spiritually ready for that healing, you can receive a lot of healing right now. And if you're not really ready for that much healing, you could receive just a little bit. And it's okay and it's perfect. You receive what is right for you in this moment. And every time you watch it, you can receive again. And that's really fun and really exciting. And just to let you know, because this is something I just intuitively do, and the sounds change as I'm going, a note or a song for a chakra healing today, if I were to do a chakra healing in a week, the sounds probably wouldn't be the same. Because it's whatever's needed for that particular video, that particular experience, that particular time. And speaking of time, that's another thing about energy, is that outside of our mind's awareness, time doesn't really matter. Time and space doesn't matter in the eternities, in the outside of this earth experience. So what happens now can heal the past, it can heal the future, it can heal anything, because there is no time. Time is something that our minds need to organize this experience. And so, and if you play with time, you can realize that that's kind of true. So anything I'm doing now, you can watch this in 10 years and still receive. You can watch this as many times as you need and still receive what you need for that day. That's pretty awesome. And another note is that sometimes I'm quiet. Sometimes I'm quiet because there's healing in the quiet. And sometimes I'm quiet because the sounds that I am hearing are not ones that I can produce at this time, or maybe never. They may be too low or too high, or waterfalls, or whatever, a sound that I can't produce. And so that sound I will still be sending out in my mind, and you'll still be receiving it on the energy, because that's amazing how energy works. So sometimes the silence is because there's healing in the silence. Sometimes there's things you can't hear. And so here we go. Let me adjust my microphone a little bit. And the thing I'm hearing right now is I'm going to start with the root chakra. So if you want to focus on the color red, think about the root chakra and notice where it's at in your body. Pay attention to what you're feeling or sensing or knowing or experiencing. Take note of it. This helps your mind, and it helps you to absorb everything that is right for you in this. So notice what you're feeling or experiencing. And we're thinking about the color red. Okay, now we're going to move on to the sacral chakra, the womb chakra. And the color for that is orange. So think about orange, ponder orange. Notice what you're feeling. Notice where you tune into. Even if you don't know anything about chakras, just kind of notice, where do you think they might be? And then notice that, and then go look up and see if it feels right to you. It'd be interesting to know. Note for yourself, a good information for yourself to see. And if you feel like it's off from where it's supposed to be, notice if it shifts back into place. Just interesting. Just notice what you're experiencing and think about orange. Okay, we're going to move on to the next chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra. The color is yellow. Bring that to mind. Again, pay attention. What are you experiencing? What are you feeling? What are your thoughts, your feelings? Is your mind going nuts with this? Notice everything and just be aware. Again, the color is yellow. And I'm hearing this like ping pong. It goes ping pong, ping pong. Yellow. Power. Self. Well, that was interesting. Like little words showing up in that one. Okay, so the next one is the heart chakra, and the color for this one is green. You can also focus on the color pink, because pink is also often associated with the heart chakra. So green or pink, whichever one, and remember to notice what you're experiencing. The next chakra is the throat chakra. The color is blue. again, notice what you're experiencing. Take note of it. Write it down if you need to. Pause the video and write it down if you need to. Rewatch it. Whatever you need to do to make your notice things. As I was doing that one, a thought that came to mind to share with you guys when I got done was that when you're declaring things, sometimes it's really beneficial to use different voices, to whisper it, to think it, because that's a different voice as your head voice, right? Think it, whisper it, speak it, yell it, sing it in different ways. Activate different aspects of your voice as you're declaring your affirmations or as you're asking your affirmations. So note that there's different ways to use your voice, different sounds to make, things like that. And another note is you can pray your songs. I was always fascinated with monk chanting, and I have found, interestingly enough, that I've tried singing my songs or singing my prayers, and it's okay. I don't dislike it, but what I really found I like to do is sing or hum or tone, like doing the little, like I'm doing now, different sounds while I'm thinking my prayer. And I find that that's really fascinating to me, and I find it very grounding in my prayer. If that, it's like to me, grounding, when you ground in a prayer, that's like connecting to the earth and connecting to the divine. It's really adds an oomph to my prayers that I hadn't done before. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this. So the next one is the third eye, wherever it is. The third eye. And the color for this is usually indigo or purple violet, something like that. I usually see purple, but I don't actually usually see colors. So whatever color is right for you in that indigo to purpley range, you'll know. So focus on that, and here we go. And what I'm hearing is this like squealy sound that I don't know how to mimic. And then I turned back into the squealy sound, and it is softened into a beautiful sound. Again, I don't know how to mimic it, but it's softened and cleared, and that's really cool. And another thing that I want to share with you is that I was sending out the word trust on that energy, because I felt like that's what I was supposed to do. And trust what you see, trust what you know, trust your intuition. That is the energy that I felt like needed to come out on that. I am loving this. I still have one more chakra to do, but I am just so fascinated that we've done 6 chakras and the experience has been completely different on everyone. I have fun driving around in the car and I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to do this for myself. What do I want to do it on? Done grief, self-doubt, all kinds of fun things. This has been fascinating. This has been so much fun. Okay, so crown chakra. Our connection to the divine, to whatever divine power in universe, higher selves, whatever you believe in, its connection to all that. It's one of my favorite chakras. So here we go. And I just got told that I did not tell you the color for this. So what color is coming to your mind? I personally see white or experience white with this. Some people I know experience lavender or purples. So this is your opportunity. There's no mistakes. If I was meant to say that before I started, I would have remembered. So now I'm going to go back into it because now that you know the color to focus on, there's a little bit more to do. The other thing is I just got told that along with this chakra, I'm going to be activating the chakra that is up above it. There's one just above it. And some of you need to have that opened. And it's a partner to the crown chakra. So that's why I'm doing them together. And it may activate the partner to your root chakra because the chakras are connected. So here we go. Back to the crown chakra. I see a finger from the divine touching that chakra I mentioned and watching it turn on. There you guys go. Oh my gosh, this turned out to be a long video, but when you think about that, we have done 7 chakras, 8 if you count the extra one. That's pretty cool, plus little random tidbits of information throughout it. This was a lot of fun for me. I hope that you found it incredible. Remember to notice, experience, maybe write it in your journal. What have you experienced today? Share in the comments what you have experienced. I'm really excited to share this opportunity with you, and I will see you guys next time. Remember to let your light shine big, bright, live, and beautiful. Be the incredible you that you were designed to be. Where's the stop button?